Hello, konnichiwa, hola everyone, welcome. Hi, my name is Leo. I'm your resident Devil Vampire singer and professional simp, and today we're finishing the left-hand art commissions or profile picture illustrations. That's where we left off. I was doing this one. I only have, I think, this confused con, and I might be forgetting someone left from last time that we were talking about. So let us get to it, shall we? Because this week is very packed personally. Also, how are you guys doing? I'm a little bit all over the place because I was like finishing stuff and also seeing if I could draw a rose with my left hand. No. The answer is no. But it kinda looks like one. I just need to do the swirling in the middle, and I don't know how to work that out. But yeah. Also, let me see. Also, hi Confused, hi Chicken Sky, hi CCC. Welcome, welcome. Let me see if there's a way for me to. With the power of imagination, anything can be a rose. Let me go for. So my phone is charging, so let me go for my other thingy real quick because I can't look at chat. Hold on. I'm back. Ugh. Now where is YouTube? Here. And the stream. Stream. Here is the stream. Okay. Let me put this here. Ish. Whoa, wait. I was gonna say, what happened to my model? There we go. Yeah, my head was cut out. It is not anymore. Yay! I don't know what happened there. It used to have like this thing where... that's why. I don't know why it changed the setting for me to like whenever I step aside, instead of like staying in pose, it just goes back to default. But I don't know why that happened. Anyway, alrighty. Let's see. Ooh. That doesn't look quite right. Anyway, chat, how are you doing? How was your weekend? It is rare for me to stream on a Monday, but unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to do so tomorrow, and I didn't want to leave you guys with only 2 streams this week, which originally had a chance of only being 1, so yeah. Okay, I have these from last time, if I remember correctly. I don't quite like it, but we can make it work. Ish. We have 3 this week, right? Yep. Yeah, I managed to fit in 3 streams instead of 1. Originally it was gonna be probably just 1, but I'm tired of not being able to stream properly for you guys and all that, so because it's the only time of the week that I get to hang out with you, right? Like properly outside of the server. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make the effort of streaming on Monday. And here we are. Wait, what am I even doing? Actually, it has like smaller flowers. Oh god. Could it be maybe then something more like... god. Okay, let me just sketch the idea first, like something like that. Oh, I think it's more like, oh, it's two. Oh. Then I'm gonna do something different. Hold on. And I'm gonna do another shape like rose here-ish. So it's gonna be more like this weird cylinder-ish. Hello. Are there big reasons why finding time to stream is hard, or is it just work? It's a lot of things. Most of it is work, like, you know. I haven't been illustrating much for covers recently, but that's because last month I did a bunch of that. So I'm a little bit like ahead of some things. I haven't worked in monitoring in a while, so I need to get back to that. But remember how I mentioned, like, yes, I graduated college, but I'm still like in the middle of paperwork stuff for my degree? Well, I have to deal with that this week on Friday. So, and in my case, because I studied from home, that means driving. So I'm gonna have to deal with that this weekend. And outside of that, sorry. Well, it's been that. It's been the other secret project that I'm working on that is lore related. It's been editing stuff, that kind of thing. Sounds like they're trying to drown you in paperwork to prevent you from getting a degree. Yeah, it feels like that, but it's in theory it's not that much. But the problem is that I have to travel for it, so it takes a lot of time, and also just like this process, let's call it, it's infamous for taking a very long time. So it's also gonna be like whenever they're like, oh, this thing is ready, you can come over and deliver this other thing or pick up this thing, I'm gonna have to do that, and it's unpredictable, so it's all of that. So sorry. I made the pause because I need to sneeze. So yeah, after this one, there's probably gonna be like it's gonna be like a while before I have to go back and keep doing stuff for that, but yeah. Thank you. Wait, hold on. What am I doing? The roses are gonna be like very weird because I don't know, I can't quite see. The sad thing about YouTube profile pictures is that when you download them, it's like very low quality and pixelated, so I can't quite tell how the rose arrangement works. So it's gonna be very weird, but we will deal with it. Also, I'm just noticing that it might not be like this, but more like it has like this kind of plant, maybe, which I'm not great at drawing with my right hand, much less with my left. there are some gigantic leaves. Oh god. Also, this one, it's the last, but as in the last art stream that I'm doing with my left hand. Like, I want to be able to draw things properly again. So, whenever I do more art streams, I want to try to do it like a weekly thing. It's probably gonna be more normal now. Kung won't be here, but Tyler might. Okay. Sorry, I can attend. I work a bit later today. If you don't mind, just flip a coin between Mudkip and Crystal. Okay, bye. I'm probably gonna do Mudkip. But thank you for stopping by, Cole. No worries. That's why I imagine having more free time after finishing school, but sadly that's not true. It really depends. I also thought that, oh, I'm gonna finally get to do everything that I wanted to do, but in reality, I'm just drowning in work. And it's not bad as in like, oh my gosh, work, because it's what I wanted. You know, it's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to dedicate myself to the channel full time. And so far it's been good. I think March was the month that was like the slowest because of my whole break back in February. So while things readjusted, everything kind of like went down for a bit, and it's picking back up again. But it's just that life is a lot of work. Maybe it's just that I think, funnily enough, also depends on the type of job you have, right? But funnily enough, I think there's more structure and, to an extent, ability to plan around a normal job than when you are either an artist, but especially an independent artist, because you're your own boss. And so basically the problem is that you're working 24/7. And so at least like in another, you can work it out, right? It all depends on like each person, but for me it's hard to work on schedules. Like, it's to an extent easier just to plan out what I need to get done that day or what I want to get done that day. But in general, like, having a schedule is kind of I don't know how to work around that, especially after how I basically managed myself during the entirety of college as well. Like, I didn't have a schedule, it was up to me the entire time. So it's been a bit of a struggle ever since I finished high school to find time to do everything I want, I guess. And so that's why it feels like endless work. But it's mostly because, well, I'm always, that's exactly what it is, like, I'm always working. But I don't know, life is work all the time, yes, but maybe there are other areas where it's easier to find like time to just chill. I don't know, like, for example, when there are holidays, you know, usually it's like, oh, for example, my dad, he like, oh, I don't work that day, so I can just stay at home. He usually just does like stuff that it's spending in the house like every other person, because that's like when you have free time to do that. But like, for example, I don't know, cleaning the bathrooms or laundry or that kind of stuff. But in my case, I'm like, it's funny because it happened during Holy Week. We usually get like a week or 2 weeks of break, like Holy Week and then Easter week. Well, at least when you're in school. Then when you start going to college and you know, work, it's only Holy Week that they give you off. But the point is that it's not obligatory, but it is like a popularized holiday-ish, right? And so I was asking my friends like, oh, are you gonna work on during Holy Week, and they were like, oh, they're only giving me the 3 days, or oh, they're giving me the full week, or no, I'm gonna be working on that. And then when they ask me, and you, and I'm like, I'm still deciding whether I'm gonna give myself a break or not. You know? And especially like in this industry, I guess, is that whenever you're done with something, or I think it's just life in general, but it's like you feel it more in this area, that whenever you're done with a project, it's like, okay, then what's next? Like, you are done, but then you have to start planning whatever comes next. And that's why it's like, it's always work. And in my case, for example, especially like with the whole weekly cover thing, which I'm thinking, not promising, but thinking that maybe it will start slowing down after July or August, or I don't know. But based on my prognostics, I think it might start to slow down, like the production of covers after either July or August. I say, and then October is gonna come and I'm gonna be doing like a bunch of covers for Spooky Month probably. But the point is, I forgot what my point was. Yeah, the weekly cover thing. So as soon as you're done with one, you're like, oh, I gotta do another, like, which is the one that I'm gonna record next, and what am I gonna do for it? Am I gonna illustrate for it? Am I gonna just use like a stock image and lyrics because I don't have any ideas for it? Or am I gonna do an animation, or is it gonna be like a full-blown project? Special dates like birthday, anniversaries, because apparently I have multiple anniversaries. And all of that. Oh yeah, Chaco fan, we did yours last stream actually, and it's also available on the community post. I did a community post last week, and it's over there, so you can check it out. Yeah, we managed to do yours last stream. Yeah, sorry, I went on a ramble. Weekly art streams? I hope so. If time allows, because these also are very time consuming. But yeah. So, can I erase this part? So it's a lot of that. To be fair, I'd really sad if mine was done without me, but I don't know. Well, it's just the way it is. Like, I understand when people can't be here, right? Like, again, I think I've said it before. Everyone has lives. But, you know, if I wait around for the person to be here, then there might be a chance that they don't come back, and then I'm no longer doing these, so then they don't get done. So, you know, it's kind of a tricky situation there. But, you know, that's also why the bot is there. So if in case you couldn't catch it, you can always watch it afterwards. So yeah. Okay, I think I'm done with the flowers. I don't want to do more. Well, I'm gonna do like simpler ones. This looks like a mess, but eventually without like everything coming in between, it will make more sense, I feel like. But in the meantime, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna add like these type of small flowers. Ugh. They're gonna look a little odd, but they'll be pretty. But yeah, the point being, life is work. when it comes to art, it's a little bit more difficult, in my opinion at least, because of the nature of it, that it's like every time you have to be thinking on what you're gonna be doing next. And yeah, so there's also like a lot of plans that I guess it depends really on each person. Because, like, for example, I, for the longest time, been wanting to make a third channel. I have a second that I don't use, but for example, I wanted to use that one to upload, like, highlights or, like, shortened versions of the streams, so that way, like, people who maybe can't watch the full thing and stuff, can watch those condensed versions. And stuff like that, but I haven't been able to actually, you know, do that, because that means I have to watch the entirety of the stream and then cut it down and piece it together and edit around it and all that jazz. Oh no, wait, that's not right. Also, clips is something that I like doing, but I don't have a lot of time for, because it's, again, picking through small parts of the stream and then pinpointing them, editing them around, making them, like, fun. Like the ones that you guys got, I wanted to post them when I had more, but sadly I haven't been able to edit more, so I do have some pinpointed already, but I haven't had time to actually edit around them, so that's that. And an idea for that third channel has been in my mind for the longest time. And I actually recorded like a pilot episode for that never came out, because eventually I didn't have time to. I think I was still finishing college, I wasn't quite done yet, so I didn't find the time to actually edit it and get footage and stuff. And so it kept being pushed around until it was like too late. The subject already lost relevancy and I don't see the point in uploading it anymore. So, but there are other things that I would like to talk about in the third channel that I just need to actually, you know, find time to sit down and record and then edit. So it's a whole thing. I also would like to stream more, but it comes down again to the decision of like, I have to, in order to stream more, I have to slow down on something or let go of something. You cannot do that alone. The problem is, like, again, I think I had this conversation with Tyler once because he asked me, and I'm okay with whenever he asks stuff like that. An editor needs to be paid, and I can't pay an editor at this current time. So I know Hannah used to help me in the past, but she's got her own life and her own struggles, and I like that I have her on like whenever you can basis, which is not often. Because again, she's very busy with stuff and she's already helping me with other stuff that is not her priority, obviously, because she has to also, you know, deal with her own life. So she's already helping me with a bunch of stuff and I can't add more to her plate. And even if she didn't, like, again, it would be on a whenever you can basis. Same thing with Ibra. Sometimes I have paid him for instrumentals in the past when I've been able to, but I can't do that all the time. So that's when I try to do it myself or just suck it up and use the original because there's no other option. And again, for example, Tyler also helps me whenever he can, and I try not to give him too much because I know he's, you know, has his own life and has stuff to do. Hello, Maple. I just saw it and I love it. It was so funny. I'm glad you like it, Taco. Welcome. Also going to meet this nice on my profile, the one with performance name underwear. Okay, I'm sure they will love to see him. I hope so. I hope so. I'm glad you like it at least, though. That sounds exhausting if you ask me. Yeah, it is. It's like, for example, when an actor is like really, your job is auditioning most of the time, because more often than not you're not gonna get the part. So it's like you're auditioning for like 10 different things at the same time, and then once you're done, maybe they get like, actually you get in a project and then you do that project, and then once the project is done, it's like, well, now what? You have to look for the next thing. Which is why I feel like a lot of people end up, aside from like an actual love for the craft, a lot of people end up like producing their own stuff, because sometimes it's hard to find, you know, a project where they want you. Hannah is the unsung hero working in the background. Yeah, Hannah does a lot of stuff in the background. She just like lurks around most of the time and stuff, but she's there. But yeah, it's just like the problem of because Tyler asked me, why don't you get a team of people? I'm like, people are not gonna work for free, and understandably so. Like, I wouldn't work for free, like in this type of like things, and everyone needs to make money, so that's why I've opened commissions on coffee and stuff, alongside everything else. I need to like shout out that more on my social media. I've been thinking of ideas for digital stuff, because I can't quite do merch yet. I've been in like the lookout for it and talks about it, but nothing's been like finalized yet, so that's that. And yeah. The Charlie drawing, yeah. Yeah, I know, but again, it's not something that I want to impose on someone. Like, Tyler directly asked me, like, hey, can I do this? I want to help you. And I was like, okay. First, I made him send me an email with that, because, you know, you have to do that kind of stuff for it to be a little bit more professional. But Tyler offered. Otherwise, I wouldn't have really, you know, asked. Whenever I feel like I can't do certain things, sometimes I even ask Ibra, and if he has time, he helps me out. And that's why whenever I can actually commission him, I commission him, because he's done a lot for me as well for free. And yeah, that kind of stuff. It's just complicated, I guess. And I really don't do, like, it might come off as that, but I really don't do everything myself because I want to. It's because I have to. Because I don't really have much of a choice if I actually want to get things done, because I don't have a lot of people that can help me out or that have the time to. And that is not something that I like complain about. It's something that I understand. And it's just, I guess it's the hand that was dealt to me. And it's been so since the start. Eventually, probably, like, people will come around, or I will be finally able to actually pay someone, you know. Like, my idea has always been that eventually I'm gonna be able to pay people to do these things for me, like, you know, pay an editor, pay an artist maybe, or at the very least a mixer, that type of stuff, so I have less things on my plate. But that is not the current situation, so, which is why I guess I easily burn out. But again, because that was something that I had to deal with in high school, I kind of learned to live with that. So I just keep pushing forward. I do want to stream more though, so maybe that's why, because I don't really have like any projects planned past August when it comes to covers, at least for now. Again, I say that and something might come out and I might be like, ooh, I want to work on that, and then everything might change, but for now at least, I don't really have a lot of projects past August, so maybe that's when covers might slow down a bit, maybe, and that way I can stream more often, or I might make the executive decision of like taking a step back from covers and then just streaming more or something. I don't know yet, because I do want to stream more, and I'm also in talks about other projects and stuff, so because I also want to make original music, but it's just something that I'm not quite there yet. I'm still working on stuff around that. See. And I do know that, for example, Ibra would help me with that if I asked. We have actually talked about it. So it's just a matter of concreting ideas. Yeah. Be a plush one day. Yeah, one day. Right now the idea is like either that or a Snowbat plush. But again, it's still like in talks. Nothing's set in stone yet. But yeah. Tyler had to make an email. I never heard that part from him. Yeah. Yeah, I told him, I'm down, that's great, but please send me an email first with all of this. I don't know why I did this line right here in like the I don't understand what I did here. Because it's because I made this thing too wide. I see now. Okay, so the shoulder is actually like here, and then the problem is I made everything too square. But technically, if the neck is here, then the rest of this should be here, and then the shoulder would be kind of like here, right? But the hand is the thing that's covering the bow, and I put it like too low. Where is the hand? No, that's the bow. Hand. So it would have to be like up here, maybe? And actually the flower arrangement would also have to be like higher. Like kinda like here. A little bit this way. Because this is a lapel, right? So, or a flap. So I did this very wrong. Technically it should be like that, and then this is like kind of like the flap where the flowers are, right? And thus unless I just stick to the original idea and it's abstract. Abstract, because I feel like I would have to modify everything and I don't have time to do that. So it is silly fun anyway. Ouch. much. Yeah, did you see what I said about the Charlie drawing? I don't think so. Did I? Art. Oh, the Butler Leo Percy? I feel like I've been on a streak of like Leo in a suit lately, because you guys don't know it yet. Maple probably already saw it because I posted some illustrations for future covers in memberships, which you should absolutely join if you're able to. You know, but I am wearing a suit in like at least another cover, right? Yeah, a different kind of suit, but a suit nonetheless. Let me see. Also, Maple, your assumptions are correct. The perks of abstract art. Tyler said he enjoyed working for you. I'm glad. Like sometimes I feel bad because I make like too many corrections because I'm very specific about sound stuff, even though I'm no expert. But he's always like, no, it's fine, and I'm like, I'm sorry for the wall of text. If you ever need help with something, if you're overworked, I'd be happy to. Thank you, Maple. Just because you're used to it doesn't mean it's great. I know that burnout is not good, but alas, it's another thing to the pile of stuff that I need to work out. The endless pile of stuff that I probably should, I don't know. I haven't seen my therapist in months, but it's just because I haven't had the time, really. So hyped. Can't believe you're hiding this from me. Well, it's early access. So sorry. Also, patrons have it as well. I admit I've been slacking recently. Don't worry, Tyler. Actually, I think I need to ask you something, because I think I might have finished one that I sent you. I need to ask about that. I forgot. But don't worry, you're not slacking. I remember that I always ask you, if you're able to, please. And if you're not, that's fine. I always have backups. Exactly because of that reason, because I know that you're busy. Don't worry. I think I might just need to turn 18 before I can support you financially. That's okay, don't worry. We shall await the day that you are able to spend your money freely. But only if you're able to. Only if you're able to. Something that starts with R? Yeah. What's a problem? Sorry, I've been like a little bit behind on chat. Okay. I think we're goodish to start cleaning line art. Hold on. There we go. So circle here. I think I can just completely get rid of the circle-ish. Well, just not this section. But everything else is fine. So only think that because I'm behind schedule for this batch of covers. There are those things. Yeah, that's also a problem, Tyler. Yeah, it's not mandatory. That's why I always say it only if you're able to, but it's because I gotta promote it, you know, because it's my way of making like a living. So it's not like I expect it of you necessarily, but I need to promote it so the people that might be interested, you know, and can consider it at the very least. But it's not mandatory, and that's why I say like even watching covers helps, because that also makes money. So don't worry about it, Pine. Ah, yeah. No, I don't even have like the time for when we used to have like our sessions, as in I have something else during that hour, so I would need to like see about if there's a way to reschedule, but if I reschedule then I need to like take out of my time to finish other stuff, and I don't know. It's a thing. Well done. Sorry, it's just the way that I have to do it. Like, it's not personal. Anyway, Leonhardt. This is very weird, but I'm gonna do a little more like this, maybe? I'm not sure. This one's black and white, so I'm also gonna do it in black and white. I think that's gonna be an interesting way to do it. Wait, it's just because I'm doing the finger too. Oh, my bad. Because it has to be like not that far into that place. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm like getting all the line art out of the way. Well, the extras. And chat is going a little too fast. Which is it's fine. It's just that I'm not used to it. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I found it. Nice. Oh, wait. There we go. That looks more like it. What should you draw? Nene? Maybe? Okay. The line art of the flowers is gonna be a thing. I might have put too many things there. Oh god. In the area of the flower. In the area of the flower. Dum bum 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 bum. Oh, there we go. Charlie in the suit, Charlie in the dress. Okay. Now where is the hand? Here. Alright, I think I can actually color now. So oh, the problem is the eyebrows are not gonna be able to stand up much like that. Actually, yeah. Hi, Quick. Alrighty. I got too focused and then I forgot what we were talking about. Overworking, confused, not forgetting to feed himself. Nene Kusanagi. I haven't played Project Sekai in a little bit, or more than a little bit actually. I keep missing my dailies. Oh man, I haven't even played Genshin. And I know there's an update right now that has Risley in it, but I really want to play. Originally, that's why I wanted to make Genshin like a weekly thing, because I wanted to like, that was gonna be like my time during the week to play it, but alas. Risley, my boyfriend. I see him as Nubilet's husband. But I understand. Also, he didn't come home during his last banner, and I'm a little upset at him. Miko's having a dance party with the press children. I mean, she's always doing that in Project Sekai. Like, nothing new. My Project Sekai isn't updating to the start of May for some reason, so I can play. Oh, damn. No. I think I've mentioned this before, or if I haven't, I don't remember. But since I'm drawing for a, I'm saving for a drawing tablet. I also want to see if like maybe I can install Project Sekai there, because it's like very heavy on my phone. But remember that I like really old iPad that doesn't work anymore. Yeah. So I'm hoping like maybe I can also play there, but who knows. And also who knows when I might get it. That is also part of the reason why I open commissions, because I really needed to like, for like example, when I need to drive outside the city for other stuff that are out of my control, I want to still be able to draw and stuff for the channel, because otherwise I can't really do much. So I wanna be able to do that. And that's why I'm saving for a new drawing tablet that I can actually like carry with me, that supposedly also functions as an iPad of sorts. Yeah, don't worry, Chicken Sky. Not just taking a break. No. Why would I? I was gonna say, I already had my break during February, and while it's true, I was very stressed out of my mind during that time, so I don't know how much of a break it was, mentally speaking. Music or art commissions? Art commissions. Yeah. Or maybe a little bit lighter. Hold on. Adds more to the black and white feel, in my opinion. And then the flowers. except the leaves. Those are more like gray. I really like the aesthetic of the black and white. I would need to use like lighter, yeah, and lighter gray as well. Probably gonna put these. Well, they're actually kind of half and half, so might do that. All right. She yawned. My doggo woke me up at like 7 today, which was the time I wanted to wake up to. Like, I've been waking at 8 recently, so it's not that like, it's not like he woke me super early, but I don't know what he wanted. He sometimes like just barges into the room and starts barking at me to like get up. So he's sort of like my personal alarm. But because I fell asleep at like 2, that means I only slept like 5 hours, which is the usual really at this point. But I was hoping to get a little bit more of sleep, which hence why I might be a little tired right now, like, and yawning. Oh, never mind. Like, it is sort of restored. Like, before all the craziness and chaos, my bedtime was 2 a.m. Like, that was just the usual. So it is kind of restored. It's just not at the completely healthy place yet. At least I'm no longer sleeping at like, well, except for Sunday. I had a bout of insomnia and I couldn't sleep until like 4 a.m. or something like that. But outside of those times when I suddenly have insomnia and I can't fall asleep, I haven't been sleeping past 2, so you know, that's something. It's just that I wake up earlier now is the quote-unquote issue at hand. I try to at least sleep in on Sundays, so that way I get like more sleep at least one time per week. But yeah. Fix the sleep schedule. Easier said than done. Again, another thing in the pile of things that I need to fix or figure out. Oh, did my playlist end? Oh, it did. So it hasn't been 2 hours. What do you mean it ended? Maybe I had already started it and I didn't notice. Huh. I had like, you guys are hearing the music in the stream, but I had on YouTube a playlist that's called Matcha. That it's basically just lo-fi. And that's what I've been listening to while I was doing this, but it suddenly stopped. Turns out it's over. But it's 2 hours long, so I probably had already started before and I didn't notice when I like put it on, so. Because it's only been an hour. We've been wrap up the lo-fi. Because I don't know if it's like royalty free or not. The one that I have on the stream, I know it's royalty free, so I can use it and not get copyright claim. A bunch of streams from the past, like the early ones, don't have a chat because I had to you know, remove the music, because supposedly it was like royalty free as long as you gave credits, and I did in this specific way that they asked, and still I got copyright claim. And at the time I was not disputing stuff, so what I did was trim out the mute the music. Oh shit, hold on, something's wrong there. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, I see. So I have to erase this. Oop. Okay, and then this should be also gray. Yeah. Hello, Diego. Welcome. We're just illustrating once again. But yeah, royalty free is that it's like it has no copyright and it's free to use by whomever. Like kind of like stock images that are like free to use. For example, like in Pixabay and stuff like that. You can use them because they're like, I guess. It's not quite the same, but technically kind of like public domain-ish. But the point is that is you can just use it, and you have permission to just like use it. It doesn't mean that there are no queens and kings. Yeah, no, sadly. Although I am royalty, so I wouldn't benefit from that. But yeah. That made me think of designing characters that I have to design. Your name. Hold on. Moon. Is that right? Do I still have like blank spots here? There we go. I kind of like this how it's looking just like this, you know? Makes me don't want to render it. But I will render it at least a little bit. Also, to erase a line. No worries. Okay. Now, let's do a little bit of rendering and then will be done. With this one. And then I'll move on to confuse. Because you requested it last stream. Which pretty boy are you drawing right now? Oh, you said that we were gonna draw Butler? No, Suit Charlie? Right? Yeah. Suit Charlie. Huh. There we go. Okay. Fancily. Or fancy. Doggo was barking in his sleep. He sounds so cute when he does that. Which reminds me, his birthday is coming up as well. Ooh, add. Let me drink water. It's very cold. It hurt my teeth. I have it in one of those cups that it's like supposed to keep like the temperature of the drink, because it's been too hot these days and I'm dreading summer. But because otherwise the ice melts super fast and I don't like room temperature water, so I have it in one of those. But the problem is now that it's been sitting there for so long that it hurt my teeth, like it got too cold. With the suit or the maid dress? The maid dress? I think the maid dress was confused. I saw that your version had like short sleeves and short skirt and like high thighs, and mine is long skirt, long sleeves. Which I guess tells how I feel about dresses. Also for the butler thing, I don't know, maybe if there's like a cafe theme something, I could be a butler. I like the idea. I remember there was some sort of like collaboration that Alien Stage did, because there is actual like, or there was actual cafe merch with Luca, Ivan and Till as butlers, and Hyuna, Missy and Soa as maids. And I like it because Hyuna's looks so cool with her prosthetic leg. Ow. Ooh, Bartender Leo, I like that. I also get a suit anyway. Yeah, but I don't know how long ago that was. No waist? What is a man? What is a pretty boy without a waist? Wait, my model just... what? Without a thin waist. Huggable waist. You know? Or at least the type of like femboy I have in mind. Cute is so hot. I would agree. Not necessarily my type, but I would agree. Although I don't know what my type is. Hannah would probably tell you, like, give you a thesis on what my type is. We have actually like a little game that whenever I tell her, you should watch this, like whether it's a movie, a series, or whatever, there's like the challenge of like she has to guess who my favorite character is on said show or whatever it is that I'm asking her to watch that I liked. Which is why maybe she has it very narrowed down. A twink at least. Thin waist man. Yeah, you know, like huggable waist. For other men to hold. Alright, I think this one is done-ish. I'm just gonna add ooh, I like the idea of doing sort of like watercolor strokes as a like sort of abstract background dish. Well, I should probably hold on. I can make this bigger. Kind of just like crowded the corner a little too much. There we go. Okay, so... oh, actually... there we go. And then... watercolor strokes. Ooh. Actually, I have a better idea. Well, I like this pattern. Where is this one? Something a little more solid. Yay. Could it be maybe this one? Or this one? Or nope. I make it blurry? Like the background. Or is the blurry brush? Blurry, okay. Kinda like that. You'll have to hear from Hannah. I will actually, that one stream we did where we talk about like well, we ranked fanfiction tropes. She kinda talked about maybe not my type, but you know, the stuff that I like. To read in my fanfiction that sadly Khan once got to read the tags of. I think I traumatized him a little bit. But what is going on with my model? Hello, ma'am. Can you like not do that? There we go. I can bring her on maybe and we talk about that. I don't know. I don't know what the theme of this stream would be, but I think it would be funny because she's not afraid to like expose me. And not roast me. She accepts me the way I am. But she would definitely like just like blatantly expose me. I have a feeling that she's just waiting to do something with whenever we meet Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil, because she knows of my gigantic love for her. Because it's not a crush, she's my wife. Yeah. Ooh, the Charlieverse. Please don't turn him into the Onceler. I lived through that era of the internet and I don't want to experience it again. Oh man. Why the Onceler specifically? Oh, you sweet summer child. Oh yeah, right, yeah. People just thought he was really hot. I think he is part of the reason why, or the main reason why the term Tumblr sexy man like came to be. Like it probably already existed around in some shape or form, but I think that's the one that like really sealed the idea of what a Tumblr sexy man is. And you know, people got crazy over it. I never really thought anything of it because I don't particularly watch the Lorax often. But it got to the point where people starting like doing multiple versions of it, of like the Onceler, and then making ships amongst himself. And it was a weird time in the internet. That's why I'm like, I don't want to experience that again. I fought in the trenches with my brothers and sisters. I was there. Even though I still don't quite understand sometimes how people classify Tumblr sexy men, but that's okay. I don't judge. I might not understand, but live and let live, I guess. I like this background. Alright, now signature, and we're done. Yeah, self-test. Wasn't planning on it. I never touched Tumblr, I wouldn't know. I think Tumblr was sort of like my first social media. Not even Facebook. Just Tumblr. And I realized why it was labeled as for 13 and older very quickly. I was still 12 when I did my account, I think. Like, not like I was like, ooh, but you know, I understood very quickly why. That's also how I started, like, it's really it's part of my canon events. Tumblr is my canon event because I wanted to see more fan art of Despicable Me 2, and that led me down an entire different rabbit hole, and that's how I started learning English properly and reading fan fiction, and thus learning English through fan fiction. So to be honest, I do have a few ideas for a use of my OCs, but those are mostly just an excuse to put my OCs in different kind of outfits. Nice. I like that. Alright. There we go. Okay. Okay, confused. Where is your... Oh, your bat is so small. He's gonna look funny, so... sorry, not sorry. I return, the first thing I read is Maple Screaming Charlie's. Oh. Well, he has a bat as his profile picture, but it's a Mori bat. He's chunky funny, oh god. No, that's gonna look weird. It's kinda like pear-shaped. Wait, kinda looks like Poe. No, wait. Okay, and then... I don't know if that's how the ear works, but... God. Okay. I'm basically drawing with my left hand lifted, which is why the lines look smoother, but also like all over the place. Oh, that's not right. Poe, the one pet like the alien pet that mobile game with the brown pet that you feed and stuff. Should I send you the file? If you can, just because you're... I think it's still gonna be like super small, but... I'm literally looking at your Discord about to look at the little guy. Also, I think I made him too big. He has to be smaller. Like this. Chunky. Yeah, that one. That reminds me, because that one I played when I was like in middle school or something, but that reminds me how we talked about Club Penguin. No, I don't remember which stream it was, but we talked about Club Penguin. And there is a site that kind of like recreated it, or just has it kind of like in its old glory. And I've been thinking about maybe playing it on stream, but I don't know. There's also this thing that I've been wanting to try for a while, which is like how long until you like overstimulate yourself, which is about it's like a page where you start clicking, and then you can add different things to like that are considered kind of like brain rot. I don't remember how it, like what it's called. Where is... Because I think I did save it. Oh my god, oh my god. I almost spilled my water. I joined and all I heard was brain rot. Hi Tyler. Either Kung Fu Panda or Teletubbies. Oh, yeah. None of those, but those are also posts, I guess. True. Where is it? I think it was Click Simulator, Simulation Clicker. Yeah. I want to do a stream with that one. Yeah, Simulation Clicker. The heart emotes look really cute. I really like them. I really like how they look. Anyway, oh, Confused sent me the picture. Yay. Oh, there we go. That is so small, but way more, like, clear. Batsy. Apparently it's called. Look, it's this little guy. Oh wait, it didn't download? Where did I download? Yeah, it should be on... Why is it not there? Oh, maybe it's because of this type of file. No, wait. It's because... No, yeah, it's not because... blah blah. Hold on. What type of file is it? Matchy whip. Okay. Web. Here we go. Convert. And download again. Had to find it in my hard drive. Don't worry. Me and Tyler both adopted Charlie, so I should. Nah. Oh god. That, wow, okay. Okay. The Charlie lore is very convoluted, I feel. Look at the tiny speck. That is the file. This little guy. Silly funny guy. Okay. Well, he is pear-shaped. I was right. Maybe I can actually shape him a little better with this tool. Let's see. Also, I like Khan's rendition of his own Snowbat. It was really cute. What was it called again? Caesar? It's really cute. He's too tiny. Yeah. Too tiny. Tiny bat. Okay, so we have the ears, which look a little odd, but that's fine. I'm gonna recolor the line art because this is not the right color. I did like more like the color of the coloring of the body rather than there we go. Okay, so I think I only need to draw like the eyes and the mouth, and then we're good to coloring. Oop. Well, finishing line art and then coloring. He looks so odd. That looks better. Ish. He stares into the soul. Wait, I think it should be actually wider. More like this. It looks very odd. Never mind. Maybe instead of like a drop, it should be more like a... It's just that it's supposed to be a smile, I feel, but it's a very big... Kinda like that. I did it with my right hand because I could not figure out the shape either way. Like that. Ish. He stares into the soul. He does. This is his color. He looks really weird. Snowbat Royal Military. I guess everyone has always assumed there is. Well, because the mods are my knights, so technically there is. ultimate life form. This one looks really cursed. I don't like him. They were just born that way. It's not so much like the original, it's just that my version, because I don't know if it's the left hand or what, looks very cursed. He's like oddly chunky, but I don't know if in a good way or not. Maybe it's because he doesn't have any tongue and you can barely make the distinction between the nose and the mouth. Maybe that's why. EP hours. The inside of the ears. Also, I need to make his eyes bigger, I feel like. Purple tie, like dark purple, since purple is kind of his color. I feel like. And we read each other's minds. We have telekinesis, or maybe I can read your mindset. I don't know. Is reading minds a part of like vampirism? Traditional vampirism? Because we already know that I'm not like a traditional vampire, or them a vampire, but you know. Everything hurts. Good. I don't think so. You can have any abilities you want. Like, yeah, but I was wondering, like, just in general. Because I don't really remember what the general abilities are, supposedly. I just say that I sparkle in the daylight, and because I like glitter. Oh, that looks better. Still kind of creepy, but better. And that supposedly you kill vampires with a stick and heart. or something like that, to the heart, and they cannot come in unless they are invited, or like you let them in, and I don't remember what else. But I don't divide by those laws. I do whatever I want. Like, I'm not a rebel, but I just think a lot of that stuff is like, I think the main vampire powers I can think of to put my head are shape-shifting and seducing people. Well, chat, are you seduced? I don't think so. Although after that last cover, maybe. A little bit. A smidge. Hope not. Very joke. Oh man. Seducing people. I guess. I feel like my default relationship with anyone who wears suits is being seduced, but beyond that, I don't know. You're invisible in mirrors, you drink blood, and you can turn into a bat. Can I turn into a bat? No. I don't know why. I never liked that idea about vampires, even though they look cute. Maybe because it takes away from it, I don't know. But I can't turn into a bat. Oh wait, it's because that's why it wasn't working. Haha. It's because it's over here. There we go. So I don't have a bat form per se. Damn. Yeah. I do have wings though. You've seen them. But if I let them out like every stream, it's gonna just block the screen for a good chunk. See? And they are what I like to call retractable wings. That's why you don't see them all the time. Wait, where am I? I think this is my first time seeing them. Yeah, I don't bring them out often, so a lot of people. There is a creature there. Is the watermark of the software that I use for my model. That's why sometimes you can see it when I move my model around, like it's this little gremlin. It's just the watermark for it. If you pay for the software, which is like you just pay for it not to have a watermark, and that's that. And thus that little thing would disappear, but it's always there. Gremlin. But yeah, sorry about the yawn. Yeah, it's just a watermark. Oh, you could have done that. Well, maybe I can do it like this over here. And huzzah! very dark purple background. More like this. Yeah. Can we have some more grammar noises, like like that? I was closing the door and my dog like suddenly stood in the way. I almost like anyway. You know, those are just things that I do when I'm like talking to myself sometimes. Just kind of just bled into that particular stream because I was very tired. It was so fun. No, I don't like this brush for that. It's my favorite one. Yeah, it's kind of my favorite one too. Oh, actually, I know how to do this. But I have some others planned, like one from that one Genshin stream we did, and another one from Slay the Princess streams, and there was another one, but I'm not remembering. There's one from that only karaoke that I ever done that it's no longer, the bot doesn't exist, but there's one from that one as well, and there's another one that I'm forgetting. Okay, I'm done. Now I just sign it. Wait, what is that? Okay. There we go. Now I am done. Nope. Hold up. Okay, now it's like leaking out. I do not like that. There we go. Oh, shoot. Well, I'm gonna do it like this. And then... Ooh. And then just... Ah, that's why my thingy is moving. Okay. Nope. Nope. There we go. And oh, here. Round chunky boy. There we go. It is done. For reals this time. I think. Except here. Okay, it is actually done now. Or not. There. Let's see. There we go. I'm glad you like it, confused. Ooh, Butler Charlie flat colors is done. Nice. Okay. Am I missing someone? I think yeah, I know for Charlie. I think I'm done-ish. I did say I was gonna do cons, but it's been 2 hours. So I'm probably gonna do that, but with like just less a normal thing. You know, like I'm done with the left-hand series. I want to be able to draw properly. So maybe I'll do that one as a normal. Administer shock therapy to me. No. Again, I think if I know which cover it is, which is I think the only one left, I might have done something. So I hold on. I'll talk to you after stream. But yeah. So this is it for the left-hand illustration stream, at least, and then after that we'll just do like normal art streams. Is that a dog bad? Kind of looks like one. Come over with a car bar. No, do not do that. Kind of looks like one. It's just like it's supposed to be like the little Batsy from a body, but it didn't turn out half bad, I think. So all in all, we managed to do this one for. Wait, do I have a background or did I delete it? I think I deleted it. Well, this one that was for Theo. Then here it is, Theo's. And then Percy. This one for Taco. Sorry. Charlie. for Nene. This other one, I'm forgetting the name of the person, I'm so sorry. It wasn't last stream, and YouTube doesn't save those. Bye, Maple. Thank you for stopping by. Let me check real quick, because I do have a chat history, so somewhere. Here. It was almost at the end. So like over here. No. Here. Look. I'm sorry for forgetting your name. Look, this is Lux. And this is Confused. Everyone will miss Maple. She'll be fine. She'll be back soon. Anyway, so I think this is gonna be it for the left hand ones, like I said. The next time I do an art stream, which is probably gonna be either next week or the following, it's gonna be just a normal, like it's just that I'm not gonna draw with my left hand. I'm gonna do it with my right hand and make it look good, decent, at least. So I might do Khan's profile picture like that, just to end this series. And that was, you know, after all, in celebration for the membership openings. So yeah. Khan gets to be lucky. It's just that if I had more time, I probably would do it with the left hand, but I don't. I have to go to my guitar lessons later, and I still have to finish a video and finish editing 2 other covers and yada yada. You know the drill. I'm not gonna bother you with that too much, but yeah. So with that, and also I have to get my paperwork together now that I remember. I just printed it, so I need to put it in a folder. I need to buy a folder. Oh well. Anyway, with that, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here and giving me a couple of your hours. I hope this was fun. I do like these art streams, and it seems you guys enjoy it as well. So again, I wanted to maybe at least like 1 per week or every other week. I don't know. We'll see. But with that, I will see you guys tomorrow with Wendy and the ink machine. We're starting that. I'm not looking forward to the horror games. I'm very bad with them, but you know, I hope there's no aiming in there, because if there is, there's gonna be a problem. But we're gonna be doing Bendy tomorrow, and then on not tomorrow, on Wednesday. I can't tomorrow. Tomorrow I have an appointment. What am I saying? Bendy is on Wednesday. And on Thursday we're continuing Resident Evil. Will we finally get to see my wife? Only time will tell. Or my aim, or my progress, I don't know. But anyway, with that, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Alright? Let me take you to the ending screen. I was not sure if that was the ending screen, but I'm glad it was. Anyway, have a nice rest of your day, night, evening, wherever you live. Happy time zone, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Alright? Anyway, reminders that I have memberships, Patreon, Ko-fi, or you can just watch my videos, and that's totally fine. And also support me on Spotify and whatever your streaming platform is. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Bye bye guys. Bye.